Tuesday, everyone. I want to talk about the 3 things that you need to be clear on if you want to create next level offers for your dream clients and you're wondering actually what is specifically my genius that this client is interested in. What is my genius and how can I package it up? How can I really sell that powerfully, put it into a messaging that this is super clear? And I totally know if you're a second line or a fifth line, we always go like, what is actually my genius? Second lines in particular. I'm such a natural in doing it. When you have the second line in your body, it's like, what the fuck am I doing? So let me know in the comments. Hello, welcome. I want to talk about really these offer creations from our genius. And I want to know first, do you have a line 2 in your profile? And I see some of my clients are hopping on who definitely have a line 2 in their profile. Hello, gorgeous ladies, welcome. I wanted to come in this very short and potent live in between a lot of calls. Tuesday is always my coaching call with my own mentors, masterminds, and also in client calls. And so I like, this topic came up the entire week. Yesterday in the mastermind, we were already workshopping the next level offers with all the mastermind clients. I'm very excited. I see Melissa on here. I see Stella here. Melissa, we're going to talk tomorrow about your offers. Stella, we're workshopping your offers. Hello, gorgeous. So, and I am actually at the moment working on a second business division. If you're watching my stories, you maybe saw me posting it that I am moving into a different direction, scaling businesses, creating scalable offers. Not that you're chasing just the next transaction and the next cash flow, but really building something bigger. Hello and welcome, everyone. And only the offers that are based and aligned with your genius, which is clearly, when I look at your chart, what I can see, but most importantly, what you need to embody. The chart is the chart, but then is this really fully living it and having someone nailing it into that specific thing that we can then package up and sell. So one thing is, you know about it, you're good at it, your clients are experiencing you when you work with them, you're so in your natural. Yeah, you're feeling this? Hi, Savannah. You're feeling it, you're doing it so naturally, and you are this genius, this incredible, intelligent person, whatever type you are, whatever profile you are really in your genius when you're so in it. And I'm like, okay, these people, they experience, let me know in the comments if this is you. These people experiencing the most incredible transformation. I want more of these clients. I want, even deeper conversations and longer spaces, offers that really focus on this. But how can I put all these things and the modalities that I'm using into one sentence, one tagline below an offer title? You got to have this is really an art, right? And tomorrow, hi Amber, tomorrow we are going, it's also divine timed. It's so divine timed. I was looking at the transits, and tomorrow we are going into the 23. And your 23 is in the third eye, and I have it defined. And this 23 is the gate of simplicity. But it's also the gate of overthinking, overcomplicating when you go into the detriment. So who raised the hand? Do a little emoji with a raising hand. And I'm getting hot here now because I'm so in my element. This is my genius of simplifying things and pulling things out of my clients and putting it into a tagline. Yes, maybe it takes a little bit while because they're so genius. They have so much to offer, but when we get down to the essence, when we're boiling it down, it's right there. And yesterday we had this with Stella, and we're working on it. And I even decided to make that one of my, I know it's my genius. It is my genius. I know it. I got called out of it a lot of times. And when people call you out on your genius, then you know more that this is what you have to create more of this world. And I want to help you to package that up, because I know the world needs to to hear you. You have to get your work into the world in a very simple way. So the next week, the next 6 days is all about simplifying things and creating offers that are so potent, so specific with that message for your client. And I want to share today 3 things that will help you to when you create next level offers. And let me know if you are someone, drop me in the comments, if you are someone who is not really clear about their genius, you have a feeling for it, but it is always a little bit, you're overthinking it when you are trying to put this into an offer, into describing it, putting it out there in a very powerful way, and also how to sell it so that people get it, because our work is so deep. So we cannot, it's really hard to describe it in one sentence, but it is possible because there are certain things that we can simplify. We don't have to put everything that you do in the tagline. So what I want to say is a little bit, yes. So the more clear, so there are 3 things. Before I tell you the 3 things that you have to focus on and be clear on when it comes to next level offer creation, I want to announce that I have something coming up. You heard me talking about offer creation and scaling the entire time, and I know you all came out of this eclipse season as well with more clarity. You're more clear about your vision. Things have been landing, or they are still landing, and you want to put them into a clear picture. If this is you and you want to create more offers, new offers, and want to call in your next level client and want to do this in a scalable way, meaning aligned with your business, with your design, aligned with your design, that is the only scalable way, then I'm very excited. I have something coming. It's a 2-day workshop that is coming up. I will officially announce it tomorrow, but the waitlist is open and you can get on the waitlist. It's on my stories just after this live stream. Go to my stories, register on the waitlist, and you get a voucher for 50% off. So it's going to be a 2-day workshop where I sit down with you, look at your chart, look at your offers. We're going to workshop that together. And if you want to join that and have my eyes on your chart and on your business and create these together and really look at what is actually your genius, identify that and bring it into a clear offer that sells aligned with your design, I'm excited. I have 10 seats available and 5 tickets are available for 50% off. So if you register on the waitlist, we will send you the coupon code, the voucher, and you can join with 50% off. It's going to be a jam-packed workshop. You will receive so much value. You will receive so much clarity. You will feel so clear leaving what your offer is, who this offer is for, and how to sell it. Okay? So just go to my stories, or if you want to have the shortcut, send me a DM with the word voucher, and then I can send you the link. So 3 things to be clear on when you are creating next level offers. I want to ask you, you have a topic. Do you have a topic that you want to sell and want to talk about? Put this in the comments. Is there anything that you feel like, yes, I want to create an offer that is on this topic? You can drop it in the comments. Or do you have a lot of topics and you go like, I don't even know, like I have so many ideas. I have so many things, but where do I start? How do I package it up? We can have a lot of ideas that you want to talk about and can help people with, but how do we create that in an offer? So if this is you, let me know in the comments. I'm excited to hear about what gifts, what work you want to bring into the world. There's so much happening right now in this industry, and people are looking for new mentors, a lot about embodiment. So there's what is important. You're not selling any solution, any quick fix, right? You are a coach, a mentor who facilitates transformation. You go deep with your clients. You activate them. You empower them. You see them deeply. You help them really guide them back to who they always are, who they always were. You are not fixing anyone. You don't give just answers to people's questions. Yes? Is this you? Let me know in the comments. And so what you need to be clear on, number one, first thing, drop 1 in the comments. I'm really powered up. So the transformation is important. The transformation, number one is the transformation. So what Savannah said here, sovereign energy, that is a great title, but it's not a transformation. A transformation always has to be something that people experience in this time with you, which is different than they have been before. They maybe have an identity shift. They have released something that they want to release. They have reached a desire and an emotion. They feel different in their body, something that they have released. So there's a before version, before they join your offers, and then there's an after version. And be clear about the transformation. They become a different person with you. Who are they after you worked with them? So the transformation has to be crystal clear. And what I see a lot of beginners are doing is they are focusing on the deliverables, and they're actually not selling or promoting the transformation. They're selling the deliverables. So instead of selling, you receive these X amount of weeks, X amount of modules, X amount of calls, and you could get a workbook, and you get calls with me, and you have the group boxer and whatever. That's just the pet. It's kind of the container. It's the organizational part. It's the structures. But what happens with these people when they join? This is why they buy. They don't buy because they have these calls or the boxer or whatever. What happens in those spaces is important. And this gets to be one sentence. You have to boil it down to market, not what is on the sales page, but this transformation has to be super clear. And I am always workshopping this. This is the hardest part. And I know it takes some time, and it takes really this juiciness, squeezing everything out. Like Stella said, I activate erotic energy, and my clients help them integrate that energy into their business and mission. Yes, so it is really very specific about the erotic energy. You could create certain things in business from energetics or feminine with other way, but Stella is really the expert for this erotica. And so I know my clients so well that I actually love to do that, because it gives them there is so much confidence when you have this one sentence and you're so clear, because then you know what you got to talk about the entire time in your content. And it's so clear. It's not only for you, the buyer, the person that you want to attract, it's speaking so clearly for them. This is what they are looking for. They have sent out a message to the universe. Please, universe, send me someone who can help me become this version of me. Please help me overcome the insecurity to express myself. Please, universe, help me get over my anxiety, my restlessness, my stress, my insecurity to whatever it is. Please, universe, help me. If you're a business coach, send me someone who can, or if you're a designer, web designer, help me someone who can capture my essence into my web design. I feel nothing is working, or there's so many people, your dream clients, sending out this wish to the universe. And so you want to have your offer and your content speak exactly to answer this calling, and you're kind of sent from the universe. But it is important that you create and this transformation. What is it? Because this is what they want. And I'm not here for talking to pain points, and it's that these clients identify themselves with pain points. So this is important. And then the second thing is, no power inside transformed to inner power. Yes, Savannah, exactly. They feel powerless. They feel helpless. They feel, like they exist as a reaction to their circumstances. And so you, with your power view, and as a projector 3-5, you help them with your third line experience, how to get into their power and become a sovereign being. So when you have clarity about this one sentence, this clear transformation, then people see you as the expert. So this is one thing I love to help my clients with, and it's then so much easier. And yes, it's the juiciest work, and this causes the most I'm not selling to pain points. No, we're not selling to pain points here. No, nobody is selling to pain points. No. We are not selling to pain points. We're speaking to their desire. Just answering your questions. Yes, you're absolutely right, Stella. So I was not referring to anything that you commented. No, I said we are not selling to pain points. We don't like pain point marketing. We don't poke in people's pain. We activate and remind them what is possible, what is available for them, and expand them in their desires and remind them of their desires. And this is what magnetizes to them. You're doing that, Stella. Absolutely. They're stuck in old patterns. They're feeling their own strength again and knowing their direction again. So yeah, so you have this stuckness is kind of their pain point. This is what they experience in their life. And then on the other side, you have the transformation. So Ulrike, you are also in potency in the projector mentorship. And we are actually in the 2-day workshop that I'm talking about is all projectors are in there. So it's included in potency. And potency, we also have our coaching calls, so we go deeper even more after that, so that I help you more to refine after that as well. So you can also join, if you're a projector, you can join potency for that as well. But this 2-day workshop is an a la carte workshop that I will host probably next week. Tomorrow I have the clarity about it, but it's really a good time to know that and do that now with what is coming in May and June. I have already talked about the incredible energy of this time on one of my other live streams. So now be clear about your next level offers. And the second thing is you are clear about who this is for. So now you first have to be clear on the transformation. And all of my clients say that this is, even yesterday on the call, this is especially for projectors, especially for second lines. It is very hard to put, and it's for all of you. You are doing so much deep work. So how can we kind of sum it all up? It's this one piece, and then everything else, what you do inside of the container, gets to be content. But we will talk about it in the workshop about how to create content then that speaks to that client. Who is this client? Are you clear who this is for? Do you know your buyer types? One thing is the client who is a perfect fit for this space, but then there are also buyer types who buy differently. We're not talking about this. This is later when we are doing the launching and selling. But just as a reminder that not every person who is that perfect dream client buys also in the same way. So being aware of that, maybe you have even noticed about it, because not every buyer buys in the way that you buy. And we often sell in the way how we buy, but this is not for everyone, because when I look at human design and I look at all the different profiles, every profile sells in a different way, and every profile also buys in a different way. Interesting, yeah? So in the workshop, I will go about this as well. So do you know specifically who this person is? This is important so that you actually only talk about to them. And I see a lot of projectors getting caught up in the ones who don't buy and the ones who are not the ideal clients. And so even manifestors will burn out when they try to initiate the wrong people. So really being clear, and instead of saying, yeah, I can help so many people with this. Yes, but do you want to? No. Also. So who is this for? And there is a difference between what I see with some people who are more new to the business, who are more responsive to their audience, versus the ones who see themselves more as mentors and not so much as coaches or healers. There is more that I help you with. There's nothing wrong with coaches, and I also am a coach because it's the way how we work with clients. We ask questions and we coach them through certain topics. But there is something when you see yourself as a thought leader, a leader, and you will speak differently to people. So then it's not about, okay, what do I need to say to that client in order to get them to buy? It is really about who can I have this high level conversation with? What is my perspective? It's more than also sharing your content, your experience from an embodied leadership stand, and not saying something to convert. But this is selling. All we talk about later. First is clear on who this is for. And as a hint, and we do this in the workshop as well, is when you know your genius, then, and you create offers from your genius, which is your definition, your ideal client will be the opposite. So when you know this, and this is why I say knowing human design is then very easy to strategize it. You can look at the opposite, and it's actually that you can speak to exactly the opposite parts of your chart which they need. So we can create even more clarity about this ideal client when we look at the chart and we look at the offers, and then creating clarity about who this is for, but also based on your desire and your experience. So this is the second thing. And the third thing is really, what is your genius? What is your genius when it comes to selling? What is your genius when it comes to working with your clients? And so there's two things that we will break down in the workshop, which is the profile, and it is the definition, and it's the circuitry, because not everyone is meant to work with clients and lead them in the same way in a container. Individuals work differently, mentor differently, coach differently than who have tribal support. It's nothing that you actually do mentally. It's not that, oh, I'm tribal, I have to do this. It's more a body feeling. And what I notice with a lot of clients is when they have created offers that are, and spaces and containers, more from a logic sense, because it makes sense, or it's a business model that many coaches do. But then there's a resistance of keep continuing doing it, or especially if it is a longer container, to have consistent energy and consistent desire to have this offer. It's usually because the offer was structured and set up not in alignment with their circuitry and their design. So knowing your genius and knowing how you're meant to work with clients is another thing. I want you to have really feel good in the way you work with your clients, and also have enough sustainable energy when you work with these clients in these offers, that you still have enough energy to still build your brand. That's why I say scalable offers. Scalable offers only work when they're aligned with your energy, so that you have consistent energy. And for example, for individuals, it means it must be very spacious, very no rule policy, no commitment to have weekly calls at that time. There must be a lot of freedom to really follow their authority and their intuition, to to use this space in their best way to empower others. And that is also for the collective sharing and for the tribal as well. So this is also important, what you need to know about your chart and how to create then and set up these offers. So if you don't know about this, the workshop is amazing to dive into that deeper. As I said, the link is in my bio, not in my bio yet, on my stories, to get on the wait list for the 50% coupon if you want this. And then the last piece that I want to share with you is how to sell it. How to sell it from your profile. So I am a 6'2". I see here Stella is a 2'5", Savannah is a 3'5". So Stella says, Voxer Telegram containers work best for me, and this is why. Exactly. For me as well. I like the freedom, the flexibility, but sometimes calls for projectors are amazing because lasering in, working on things. I have a strategic brain with this gate 23 that I always have. It's simplifying things, it's breaking things down, it's pulling things out. This is sometimes better to have it in a 60-minute call than voicing it out over the entire day of the Voxer. So it is about knowing yourself so well so that you create efficient containers. And you know what? Your energy and your time is your highest asset. When you, at the moment where I am and I'm focused on scaling, I notice a lot of awareness around time. So I just shared with my mentor that I am, I set up and playing with the rule. It's a 15-minute rule, and I will share more when I'm kind of mastering it. But what I observe is that I'm wasting, quote unquote, a lot of time because I give it too much time. So if you have 1 hour calls, you will fill up this 1 hour call. If you just have 15-minute calls, you will be so super potent and efficient, get to the point after a while. At the beginning, it's maybe a little bit weird, but I notice when I give myself only 50 minutes to do whatever it takes, and then I see maybe it takes longer than 50 minutes, but the intention behind it is already different because it's more intentional, it's more laser sharp. Hi, Irina. So Irina, you just missed, you have to watch the replay. There is something that you have been looking for also on my stories. So this is definitely something that might be a good fit for you. Stella says, I love calls too, but most of the magic goes down in Voxer. Yes, when you know where your magic is really unlocked, that is amazing. Then we got to message and marketing that in the best way. So how we market the things, and this is where my genius comes in, the marketing of it. So if you don't have the 2644, marketing is not comes so easily for your design. That's totally fine. That's why we have experts to do that. Yeah, every smart business owner outsource the things that we're not expert in. I do that too. I have a call in 1.5 hours with my mentor who's an expert in astrology, and I want to master my own astrology, so that's what I do. But the thing is with marketing from the profile, in particular, it's important to know your conscious and unconscious profile and how to market and sell that when you want to really hone in on that next level offer, next level client. Then we do not want to sit with explaining the offers or complicating it and letting really our embodiment of the body of work lead. And I know you all are stepping into more mentorship, so it's not so much about having the how-to answers for the how-to questions. And so in that 2-day workshop where we create these offers based on your genius and packaging that up, you will also learn how to use and look at your profile in the way when it comes to marketing and selling, and also which content you got to create so that speaks to your next level client. Okay, so if you want to join for and get one of the vouchers on my stories, it's the link. I hope that got a little bit of more clarity what to focus on when you want to create your next level offers. You're all ready for next level offers. And if you want my eyes on your offers and on your chart, then we can definitely do that in the 2-day workshop. And also, just already a very exciting thing that I'm creating it's also my stories, a new business division, which is more about consulting services. I have been a high-level business consultant for years, so I'm deciding to bring that back. So if you want me for 1 month in your business on your side as an interim CEO and consultant to audit your entire business and your design, to audit your offers, and do it with you, that's coming. And if it's kind of like, oh yeah, you feel the thing like I do, you can definitely reach out to me and talk with me about it. I'm in the midst of creating that, but this really lit me up because I love to do that and be in the businesses with my clients. And so I'm working on a separate division for that. So I hope you're inspired as I am and having an amazing time. I'm gonna go back to connect with my clients and my mentors, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Bye.